Hey everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. And what we're going to do is we're going to start doing member profiles as to some of the reasons they wanted to join, just so you can get a little bit of a perspective about some of the inside information as to why we as students decided to choose Delta Theta Sigma over the plethora of organizations, the 36 fraternities at The Ohio State University. So I'll start with myself. Again, hi everyone, my name is Dave Dziak. I'm the former president and current philanthropy chair of Delta Theta Sigma, and I'm a third year, and there's a lot of reasons I really wanted to join this organization as opposed to others. Back when I was a freshman, first of all, I wasn't ag, so I didn't have the opportunity to be in our scholarship program. And if you haven't heard about our scholarship program, please visit our website, dtsalpha.blogspot.com, and you can find links to our website from there. It's our blog where you can find a lot of good information as well. So again, I was a freshman and I wasn't ag related, and I didn't really have any information or reason as to why I would join an agricultural organization. But I decided to anyway, and here's why. Back when I was living in the dorms freshman year, I didn't really have a lot of close friends. Most of my people that I knew that went to Ohio State were kind of scattered all over the place, and I kind of lost contact with a lot of them. But I knew that coming from the school that I did, I went to an all-guys high school up in Cleveland, St. Edward High School, of course, go Eagles. Brotherhood was something that was extremely important to me, so I knew I was going to join. So one of the first things I did at Ohio State was attend the Ohio State Involvement Fair. So what that was is it has all the thousand organizations at Ohio State. They all have a booth set up, and you can go talk to different organizations, sign up for newsletters, that type of stuff. So I went down fraternity and sorority row where all the fraternities and sororities were set up. Obviously I was paying attention to the fraternities, but also looking at the sororities as to who I would be interacting with in the future. So I signed up for basically every fraternity, and I was getting emails and texts from everyone saying, hey, we got an event going on. But real quickly they kind of fell off the map, and there was one organization that kind of stuck with it. I remember it was probably week 3 or 4 of fall quarter my freshman year, and it was Friday or Saturday night, I don't remember, and I didn't have anything to do. So I sent a text to the contact that I had from DTS, which was Cody Buechler. He was the rush chair at the time, and I decided that I wanted to see if they had anything going on. So he replied back to me immediately, unlike the other organizations that didn't reply at all because they obviously didn't care. Cody said, hey, we're not at the house right now, we got an event going on, but we might be back later, I'll let you know. So I said, okay, whatever, it's just one of these again. But he actually did get back to me. A couple hours later he said, hey, we're back at the house if you'd like to come over. So I said, well, sure, I'd love to. So I headed over to the house, and right away I felt at home. Which was weird because all the other fraternities that I had visited, I kind of felt really nervous, very intimidated by everyone, and kind of scared to talk to anyone. But at DTS right away, Cody kind of introduced me to everybody, and I met some people. I met then President Nick Adderholt and then Vice President Jed Bookman. And right away, like I said, I had a connection with these people, and I felt as if I was becoming a friend, someone that these guys would be friends with, as opposed to me just being a rush, someone that they're just trying to get over because they're worried about quotas or numbers or what have you. But it was a little bit different at DTS, like I said. So I had a good night with them, met a bunch of the people, and then the next week they started texting me again, and they said, hey, we'd like you for you to come over again. So I said, okay. So I started going over there more frequently and kind of staying away from the other fraternities that I had been looking into. So eventually I had really built up this great friendship. I had met a bunch of the guys and became really close with them. At the time I was rushing another fraternity, which I won't name, but I had gone over there just about the same amount, if not more, than I did at DTS fall quarter. And every time I was over there I tried to meet as many of the guys as I could, because I really wanted to be involved in this organization. But the only person I was able to meet was the rush chair, whose job it is to get you to join. And he didn't seem like a friend. He seemed more like a contact, or an acquaintance, if you will. Whereas DTS, I had my contact, my acquaintance, who had become my friend, and again, that was Cody Buechler at the time. So I really saw that, there was a little bit of a difference here. I wasn't sure quite what it was just yet, but now that I've had time to obviously think about it, I kind of recognize what it is. So my first year, like I said, I had a lot of opportunities, and obviously as a freshman coming to a big university, one of our biggest fears is the fear of not being accepted. And at other places I kind of really feared that, and some of my fears came true. Whereas over at DTS, right away I was a friend. I didn't just know about a bunch of fraternities. My cousin was in Phi Delta Theta at Arizona. I had a cousin who was in Phi Sigma Kappa at Ohio, or at Akron, which their chapter here didn't exist until this year. They're just getting their colony stuff back in order so they can become members. But other than that, I didn't know anything about fraternities. So it was just a matter of the quality of people that I met, because I didn't have that insider information. And I feel like most freshmen don't. They might have heard, oh, I heard this fraternity at this school did this. I didn't have that insider information. So winter quarter 2010, they offered me a bid to join, and I right away accepted without a second thought about it. And to be honest with you, it's been the best experience of my life. Reasons why you would want to join would be the fact that freshman year, I had really high hopes for my career at Ohio State. Coming in as an incoming freshman, that is. And all these organizations that I heard about on orientation day and my tours, and I was really excited to be a part of them, but I realized it was kind of impossible coming in as a freshman, because I didn't have the connections to get involved with those organizations. Most specifically for me, undergraduate student government, or USG, as well as Buckeye TV and the Lantern. Eventually I'd find out the Lantern I had to take as a class, but that's a different story. So I really wanted to join these organizations, really wanted to be a part of everything, and wanted to be involved on campus. And in my school there was 208 guys, I believe, in our graduating class. So by some people's standpoints, it's kind of a big school. By others, it's kind of tiny. But coming to a school with 55,000 undergraduates, it was a much bigger campus. In my old school, I was able to kind of work my way to the top, if you will, not to toot my own horn, but I knew a lot of people, and I had a lot of connections, and I was one of the more popular kids in school. And at Ohio State, all of a sudden, I was just a number. And really what I've been able to do is get involved in the Greek community, which is a community of 4,000 men and women, roughly. And I've really been able to find my niche. When you try to get involved on campus, it's huge. And, you have a lot of difficulty trying to fit in, trying to be accepted, trying to find, what it is that you want to lead and be accepted by a large group of people. For me, that's what I wanted to do, is lead a group of people. So through my connections at Delta Theta Sigma, I've been able to be involved with the Interfraternity Council, which is essentially our student body for Greeks at Ohio State, for fraternities anyway. And I've been able to become a leader in a community, and that's what I always wanted, is to become a leader in a community. Back in the day, like I said, it was my high school, and here I wanted to be Ohio State, but now I've realized that, I didn't have that ability, but DTS gave me the ability to be involved in a smaller community, the Greek community, which is very influential, very powerful, very active, which are all things that, interested me. And then communities in the future, obviously, will be, when I run for President of the United States of America, and they'll look back on this video and laugh. But anyway, so really what it does is it kind of opens the doors to other organizations, other outlets, and, being able to be trained in professionalism through our new member process, which involves mock job training, resume building, things of that nature, and really kind of prepares you if you want to get involved with other jobs or organizations on campus. So really, it's like I said, it's been the best thing for me that I've ever had. Realistically, that's not just rhetoric. I've thought about it on a lot of different occasions, and kind of pinpointed the best moment, the best decision I've ever made in my entire life was joining Delta Theta Sigma, which is saying a lot, because I feel like I've made a good number of decisions in my life, and this one is obviously the most influential. So if you're a student looking to get involved and want to be part of something bigger than just yourself, and want to have access to a community of 4,000 friends. A lot of opponents of Greek life will say, "Oh, you're paying for your friends." Well, if that's true, then I'm making the best investment I possibly can, because not only am I paying for the friends in my fraternity, which at the current moment number 32, and they're not just friends, they're best friends and brothers, people that will be the most important people to me for the rest of my life, as well as the 4,000 people in the Greek community at Ohio State, and as well as the network of alumni, not only within DTS but also within all of basically everywhere. When you're turning in a resume and they see that you're in a Greek organization, especially if you're looking into an agricultural organization, they see DTS on there, it's really going to get you some points and put your resume ahead of everyone else's. So those are just a couple of reasons that I wanted to get involved, and like I said, what we're going to be trying to do is facilitating some more conversation with some of our other members and putting that information on here. Not everyone's as long-winded as I am, so I apologize if you stayed with us for this entire, so far, 11 minutes. We appreciate it. Like I said, I'm a journalism and political science major, so two of the most long-winded majors on campus. But again, thanks for staying with us. Be sure to subscribe and keep checking back for additional updates. We'll keep putting more videos out there. Follow our Twitter at Delta Theta Sigma, all one word, obviously, with Twitter. And Delta Theta Sigma OSU, like us that page on Facebook as well. Be sure to follow our blog, like I said, dtsalpha.blogspot.com, and we'll be sure to keep you updated on everything that there is that you need to know, not only about DTS and specifically, but in Greek life in general. Make sure that you make the best informed decision when it comes time to rush. So again, thanks for watching. We appreciate it, and have a great day.